generation of people saying if you do this, you're giving them the middle finger. Now this means you're bisexual.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a dinosaur. I'm not meant to be in this world because I can't keep up with all the symbols. Pansexual, trisexual. I can't keep up with it no more. I'm not meant to be in this world. I'm an alien trying to make my way through the world. I can't keep up no more.
What is up, what ifers? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got some of the craziest and creepiest TikToks that'll make you rethink everything. So you're gonna want to stay locked in, cause you ain't gonna believe this.
I don't see why people today should be compensated for sins against their ancestors, some cases centuries ago. Explain to me why I'm wrong.
Because it's not just about you. It's about the responsibility that you have as a citizen to the fate of your country. And whether you are an individual or a nation, you're not going to have the future you want if you don't clean up the past. You know.
So should I? Okay, but on that then, should I be claiming money back as someone in Britain from the Italians for what the Romans did, from the Normans for what they did, from the Vikings, for their forebears? Now, should I be claiming reparations from all of them? And if not, what's the difference?
I'll tell you what the difference is. There is no way that a modern Brit is being economically disadvantaged by something that the Vikings did. Well, I think it's been a long, long time.
You don't know. There might be people in the middle of Britain who are still suffering the appalling financial injury of what the Romans did to their families.
Let me answer your question. It is very obvious that there has been intergenerational hardship financially. The gap between blacks and whites that is so egregious in America today is a legacy not only of slavery, not only almost 250 years of slavery, but also of almost 100 years since then of institutionalized suppression of black people. This is 350 years.
But at what point do we stop feeling guilty about the past?
After we paid our debt.
Or paying for the past.
There's a difference between...
But Marianne, here's my point. It never stops. Once you uncork that bottle, you end up never stopping.
You need to let me talk. There's a difference between blame and responsibility. I don't feel I need to feel guilty. My parents came from Russia and Poland, my grandparents. So it's not about my grandparents. It's not about my feeling guilty. It is about my feeling responsible for the well-being of my nation. Germany paid over $89 billion to Jewish organizations after World War II.
That's true.
And I think that financial remuneration has had a lot to do with not only the financial, but even more importantly, the psychological and emotional healing between Germany and the Jews of Europe. And this is a healing that we have not had. That war was over in 1945. Ours was over in 1865, and we still take this toxic baton and we pass it generation to generation.
You make a good point.
And you know, the sad part about all of that is that it's only a handful of white people that think like her. And it's all because they think that, you heard the man say it himself. He said that once you let that ball go, or whatever he said it's going to keep going and it's going to keep going. When they don't even realize that, okay, yeah, in the black community, there are some bad apples, but every race has bad apples. Let's not sit up here like there's a perfect straight line race out there. It ain't. It ain't. But what he don't realize that there are some black people who will actually get those reparations and do what they supposed to do with it. There are. He's worried about the wrong thing. He should be worried about the ones that will do what they supposed to do. And the ones that won't, then guess what? Let them hang themselves. That's how you do that. But I mean, you know, but that's another story for another time though. But what y'all think? Bro, like, he didn't see that train, man. Oh my gosh, bro. First of all, I know a lot of people gonna be like, well, the train gates were broken and they should have not been broken. But if you work for a driving company, they teach you protocol that even if the gates ain't down, you stop and you perform a protocol that keeps you safe. So that ain't no excuse. That's all on my boy right there, man. He lucky to be alive. Boy, he lucky.
I just saw this headline of Travis Kelce doing the bisexual.
So we just can't have nothing, right?
Bisexual what?
Everything got to be a meaning. So now the peace symbol, which we've been throwing up since the 80s, now means you're bisexual.
Sad out here.
This is what the world has become, huh? Got a whole generation of people saying if you do this, you're giving them the middle finger. Now this means you're bisexual.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a dinosaur. I'm not meant to be in this world because I
it
can't
ain't
keep
that.
up with all the symbols. Pansexual, trisexual. I can't keep up with it no more. I'm not meant to be in this world. I'm an alien trying to make my way through the world. I can't keep up no more.
It's crazy, but they have made and created their own world, and they want us to live in it. But what they don't realize is we don't have to live in your world. I mean, I respect your world, but I don't have to conform to it. So if this means peace, it means peace in my world and whoever else worlds that agree. Right? Just like these young folks call a hot dog a glizzy. If you eat it, then they call it a glizzy. And the glizzy is representation of the, lower extremities, right? Yeah, this is a hot dog. And I'm going to eat this hot dog because I've been eating hot dogs since I was a kid. So yeah, they're not about to change how you do things. Just like when people say pause, like if you say certain words, you got to say pause behind it. Nah. You know what I meant. You knew exactly what I meant. But hey, I digress. What y'all think?
Story you'll only see here on NBC 10 Boston. A migrant family from Haiti is sharing their experience. NBC 10's Aaron Logan reports.
It's been an emotional few weeks for Wildande Joseph and her husband.
And it's really fun having them.
Lisa says she feels like she has her own personal chef.
They're hardworking. They want to learn. They want to be successful.
It is never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
Story you'll
You know what? I believe that. And the reason why I believe that because of that 100-mile law, I think a nautical mile law or whatever. And I don't know it to be exact. I talked about it on another video. But, the Constitution don't even exist there. So if you come across there, like, they can pretty much do whatever they want. You have no rights, like, for real. And then they're not citizens anyway, so you don't have rights to begin with. But yeah, it's crazy out here in these streets, man. That's like making slavery legal again. What y'all think, though?
This is a Ring doorbell. Picked up this. This is weird. This is crazy. Can't believe it unless you hear it yourself. Check it out.
What?
This is not edited. This is what you're hearing and what you're seeing is actually what was recorded.
Oh, man. This gotta be edited, bro. I'm sorry. They obviously want to know how to get to
I
Sesame
understand
Street.
what I'm seeing, but what I'm hearing, that's what's bugging me out.
Yeah, nah. Now the orbs, maybe. But the Sesame Street song, come on, man. Somebody put that there.
This is in the middle of a hailstorm.
Was that an anteater, wasn't it? That was an anteater.
This is for educational purposes only.
This is a notice. It doesn't have any kind of state seal on it. It doesn't have the name of a state or another fictitious entity that could claim copyright over the name itself, or a seal, or a flag. This is for the cop. He sees this, and you're being very direct with him. No license or insurance required, not for commercial use, private mode of travel. And the thing is when the cop sees this, he knows that he's going to be sitting on the side of the road for however long, and it's not going to be a situation where he has automatic authority.
Yeah, I would like to see somebody with this skin color here try that and let me know how it turned out.
China? Are you from China?
Chinese migrant.
What are you here to do?
Situation explained.
No.
Ain't gonna
where
tell
are
you, bro.
from? Do you speak English? Speak English? China. How long were you traveling? No speak English?
There has recently been an increase of migrants from China coming to the U.S. The journey of a Chinese migrant is a lot different from a migrant from South America. The main reason being is that it is against the law for a Chinese citizen to leave China, unless it is for what Chinese law calls private business. Private business means residing, visiting relatives, visiting friends, inheriting properties, going abroad to study at own expense, obtaining employment, making a tour, or other private affairs. Simply leaving your country doesn't qualify as private business. And the Chinese president even banned the exit of tens of thousands of people at one time. And the journey is not cheap by any means. It is upwards of $20,000 just to get to America.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. He tried to make it seem like it was just harmless, man. If the journey cost that much money and they came into this country, like, they had to be well off. And I said it in the last video about those guys from, I think it was Syria. They looked at like they just had fresh cuts and everything. Like, they not broke. So it begs the question, why you here? I think I got a good idea why they here. I ain't gonna discuss it on this channel, but what y'all think?
Oh, like, I remember these white people. I used to work at this restaurant called OK Cafe in Atlanta. It was very common for them to leave breakfast and go lay in oxygen chambers.
What them chambers are called is called ozone therapy. Hyperbaric chambers.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what they
know
call
that shit
them.
heals cancer quick, and guess what it does? So most people with cancer, because it's illegal to have a hyperbaric chamber in America. Why is that? But it's a Mexican doctor that's in Mexico right now where people get cancer. Say if the herbs are not working quick enough, they ship them off to Mexico, and they coming back healed because they are putting them in these ozone 3 hyperbaric chambers and healing 3-month therapy where you go in there every day for 30 minutes, or they put them in an ozone 3 sauna suit, which I own one of those, a sauna suit. But it's so this is how corrupt America is. I own a sauna suit, and I only can use, me and my family can use it. If I get caught having somebody else to use the ozone 3 sauna suit, I will go to federal prison.
Why?
Wow.
Because they don't want you healing your body of cancer. Because the moment you realize that dis-ease is an illusion, you get to buy back your freedom. They're capitalizing off of us being stupid. And we are literally paying these people to kill us.
That is something to think about. I've heard about the hyperbaric chambers, you know. I never really did a whole lot of studying on them, man. But knowing how they work, I could see how they would heal anything. Like, seriously. But I don't know, man. What y'all think?
Where did this human come from?
Good question. I don't know. What y'all think?
California, check this out. This may be the reason why your weather has been off lately. Check it out.
Name's Kara. The Santa Ana Watershed Project Authority, also known as SAWPA, a joint power authority spanning portions of Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties, announced January 9th that they had conducted its first cloud seeding event. The agency says that the 4-year weather modification program, which launched in November 2023, intends to evaluate the effectiveness of enhancing local water supplies through cloud seeding in the region. Cloud seeding involves infusing silver iodide mixed with acetone particles into the clouds during a storm, causing ice crystals to form and water to condense into rain or snow. SAWPA cloud seeded during 3 storms in the last week of December and the first week of January. Northeastern University Assistant Professor of Public Policy and Urban Affairs and International Affairs, Laura Kuhl, says that while cloud seeding is not a new technology, first experiments took place in the 1940s, it fell out of favor in the 80s for being unacceptable ethically and an environmental hazard. Kuhl notes that several unintended consequences from cloud seeding, a study in the UAE demonstrated that cloud seeding operations lead to an increase in urban flooding. A blizzard in China killed over 40 people, and severe flooding in the UK have also been linked to cloud seeding. Kuhl goes on to say that silver iodide is known to be toxic and is regulated under the Clean Water Act as hazardous substance. Studies have documented potential harms from bioaccumulation, particularly for aquatic life. Wow, and look at our county. You guys cloud seeded us on purpose. You destroyed these people's homes. They didn't have flood insurance, but you all know that. I just hope that flood insurance gets, there's like some sort of a clause that if it's not a natural event, if it is a cloud seeded, man-made, manipulated event, that they're covered. Jim, you're a pilot of 20 plus years, right? You don't think that anything is going on in the skies that you see? We've seen those for years. You're a liar and a coward. And
What do you guys think about this video?
Wow.
California, especially you, because your weather has been, not even California, but the whole world weather has been off lately. But California, especially you have been getting rain, sleet, snow, tornadoes, tsunamis, all of this. So I know you guys are like, what is going on in the world? And this lady just let you know what's going on in the world.
Weird, man. When you think about it, like, we know that California has always been known for good weather. The most that they probably get is earthquakes and rain. You know, never really heard bad storms about California until, you know, these last few years. So yeah, it's something going on, man. But what y'all think?
This creepy video is going viral in Mexico. And so the story goes. A neighbor gave away the toy mirror to their daughter. Now all was fine until it started to ask oddly personal questions. Like, what's a secret you haven't told anyone? But even stranger were the answers it gave back, because it didn't seem like something a normal toy would say. Now I've translated the audio as best I can, but this isn't where the story ends.
Hola, bienvenido al Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
I do not know what it's saying.
Yo soy Jessie, la princesa más bella del Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico. ¡Qué tierna eres! Nosotras seremos mejores amigas. ¿Tu personaje favorito? Si papá pregunta, mi favorito es mi papi. Si mamá pregunta, yo responderé que la que más me gusta es mi mami. Y si tú me preguntas, te diré que me gusta eres tú. Soy una niña muy inteligente.
Now feeling creeped out, they stripped it of its batteries, but this didn't seem to entirely work as they still heard noises coming from it. So they put it in the barn behind their home. That is, until the commenters begged them to go back and ask him more questions. And against his better judgment, he does just that. Now some people say they have this exact toy and it doesn't speak, but it's hard to verify this story, so let me know what you think.
Solo pude encontrar estas piezas y pues sí, le puse unas baterías que tenía aquí en la casa. Como ven, son nuevas. La neta no creo que prenda, pero bueno, vamos a calarle. Puta, sí tengo miedo.
Hola, bienvenido al Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
Hola.
Hola, encantado de conocerte.
Gracias, a mí igual. Me da gusto.
Eres
No, no tengo fiesta. ¿Tú tienes?
No sé, cuando me levanté, te vi a ti.
Ay, vas a chingar a tu madre.
Y'all do know what this is, right? If you said sewage water that's about to be cleaned to be your tap water, you are 100% correct. Now let's see this lovely process they do to clean this water, so you can later on drink it.
It looks like any other tap water. Clear, clean, and fresh.
Are some people hesitant to drink this?
But what I'm about to sip starts as this.
So what you've got is the raw sewage being generated by more than 1 million people.
It's a unique water treatment program being run in Orange County, California.
I think people would be surprised at what goes on after they flush the toilet and what it takes to make clean water.
Normally, processed sewage water is dumped
I hope
into
y'all
the
can hear
ocean,
that, 'cause
but
I
instead,
can't.
it's being piped next door.
That's really what makes this project stand out, is the technology that we use to turn that water into near distilled water.
First, treated sewage water is microfiltered. Those bubbles, leftover soap.
It removes any bacteria, protozoa, or suspended solids out of the water.
Then, reverse osmosis.
It very effectively removes any dissolved minerals, viruses, or pharmaceuticals that may be in the water.
Finally, a quick flash of UV light, and it's ready.
It's better than the bottled water that we get off the shelf.
Every day, 100 million gallons of water is processed this way. The former sewage, a sustainable source of local water, since people aren't going to stop taking showers or flushing the toilet anytime soon.
What people don't realize is they've been drinking wastewater their entire life. They just haven't realized it.
Has no smell. It tastes like water. It's water.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I only drink spring water, but I'm starting to think the spring water ain't really springing for me. Now, we all know that they was cleaning the water so we can utilize it, but just to see the process is a little wild to me. But definitely let me know what y'all think in the comments, and make sure y'all follow for more content like this.
And we are at Subway. Don't stop at Subway. You come to Subway, what does it say? 1. Certain foods and beverages sold and served here can expose you to chemicals including acrylamide. Many are fried or baked foods and mercury in fish, which are known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects and other reproductive harm.
Well, newsflash, sir. That's every restaurant on the planet. You ain't said nothing new. So yeah, I don't know what y'all think about that.
Oh, whoa! Oh my God! Whoa! Just don't pop
stand
too
up,
much.
Please crouch down and look, because you'll block our cameras.
Wow!
Those behind me may move and stand up, because. Okay, that you see that color? Yeah. That's not a plane. No, no. Oh no.
No, that's a
so
ship.
Let's thank them for coming.
Wow, and it's above the sea level.
Please turn off your night scope, Charles. Off.
Someone's infrared or whatever.
Yeah, that's Charles.
Oh. Oh, whoa.
Oh, here they come. There are two.
Whoever's right in the front, if you can kind of just stay low, because your head is right.
You can get on your knees in front of Richie. Look at this, how gorgeous.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I'm looking with the night scopes. There's no smoke, there's no trails. These are not flares. And
oh my goodness.
Okay, let's welcome them here.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
They were waiting for us to arrive. So connect to them in your consciousness and invite them here. These are the golden ones I talked about.
So they were supposed to be aliens or spaceships or something? Y'all let me know, man.
Stop and listen, because y'all ass need to pay attention. Right now, we got 19 states that's trying to secede, meaning exclude itself from a membership of a formal federal union, / alliances, / religion, / political. These states will be named the Western Forces. Then you have Florida, who's branching out, but be called the Florida Alliances. I ain't been paying attention to what's going on. Texas has been fighting to get the fuck away from the United States Union. So far as California and dozens other states. This flag indicates 2 states and this 11 stripes, meaning 11 colonies. As y'all know, Texas got its own power grid. Millions of people. You have countries that's overseas with the same amount of millions of people with their own power grid. That's why they are own sovereign countries. Everything that's going on between the Republican, Democrat, president, the government, All of that shit is what's gonna happen to clash in and fall apart and split everything up to cause a civil war. For more content, like, follow, and share this message.
Well, Michael Jackson was killed because he was going to go on a world tour talking about they don't really care about him, right? Singing all his classic songs that was always against them. Michael Jackson was always against him. The Villa Lago shit was lies. They injected him with a disease, and then they slaughtered his image. They tried to kill Michael Jackson in 1984 when they set his fucking hair on fire at the fucking Pepsi commercial. People forget that. That was an assassination attempt. It didn't work.
Wow.
So what they did, they killed his image. Michael Jackson spent the rest of his life being looked at as somebody that's trying to be white because they injected him with the disease, and that he was this pedophile / rapist. That's how we looked at Mike all the way till he left this motherfucker. Destroyed his whole legacy. It wasn't until he left that people remember, oh, that's Mike and what he did. And then went back and listened to what he was thinking about and what he was trying to say and why they attacked him like that. Because we wasn't as woke as we are today. Stay with me.
Yeah, he spat some hot fire right there. I ain't gonna even lie, cause yeah, you know, as a kid, when Mike was really hot, I was a kid, so you know, it was just fun to listen to his music and see him perform. So really wasn't listening to what he was saying, and I don't think other people was really listening to what he was saying either at that time. But when you go back and you think about it, it makes sense. Mike was a revolutionary, and that's why he always wore the attire that he did, because he was a leader and he was trying to lead us into salvation. Man, shout out to Mike. Salute to him, man. We just looked all over that, and they destroyed his image, and they did it so well, bro. They did it so well. Damn, man. Rest in peace to him.
When our eyes become truly open, the evidence has a way of peeking through everywhere. And it is truly a beautiful sight to behold what our open eyes see.
You can definitely see some human-like figures in those rocks for sure.
Here is the Row Hotel. This is one of the 5 hotels that has been transformed into a shelter. So we're gonna walk in there and see what kind of operation they're running inside. This is a really nice hotel. How's it going?
How can I help you with?
Oh yeah, we were just checking out the hotel.
Oh, the hotel is closed, I'm sorry.
It's closed? But there's a ton of people in here right now.
Because it's a shelter now.
Oh, you guys,
hotel.
it's shelter for the migrants coming in?
Yeah, it's no longer open to the public. It's closed to the public.
How many floors is it? 30 floors.
Wow.
This thing is...
Yeah.
You guys aren't allowed to talk about it? Why is it like such a big secret, do you think?
I don't know. We just follow orders.
When hotels such as the Row Hotel close until further notice, they sign a contract with an outside source saying that they will pay the rent in order for them to house the migrants. And the hotels love it because it is guaranteed money every single night. And at a rate of $200 per night at the Row Hotel, and with 1,331 rooms, that is $260,000 a day, $1.8 million a week, and $7.2 million a month. And all that money is guaranteed.
My God. Man, you know the people that's racking up, the people that are racking up money. Well, no, let me rephrase this. The people that are benefiting from this aren't saying a thing because of the money that is being made bringing these migrants in. Come on, bro. Like, what is going on? It's all about a dollar, bro. It's all about that dollar, man. That dollar is mighty. It's crazy, man.
While the media has you all distracted on the Eagle Pass, Texas border, take a look at what's going on at the Arizona-California border. Oh, nothing to see here, folks. Just another large group of military-age men from countries that don't have the best interest of America or Americans in mind. Chinese nationals. and Middle Eastern countries. It isn't coming, it's here. Share this video. Do not get distracted by the media. They are still pouring in. And why? And coming to a city near you. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this mass border crisis, and follow my page for more updates.
You know, they are already here in my city. I see a bunch of them, but I don't pay them no attention. Because if they try something, look, I'm going to do what I got to do to protect me and mine. And I hope you do the same.
But you know how people be missing teeth like this, right? Why did they find out that you can regrow your teeth using ultrasound? And nobody's talking about it.
What?
And for athletes or anyone sporting a toothless grin. It's a Canadian invention that not only plugs the gaps, but fills the holes with brand new pearly whites. CTV's Deborah Shirey explains.
Chris Miller getting some time in that spot, and Ryan Smith is down and hurt.
It was a jaw-dropping shot as Edmonton Oiler Ryan Smith takes a puck to the face, and yes, those are his teeth.
As quickly as possible for you.
It's too late for Smith's smile, but researchers at the University of Alberta could have a cure for future toothless hockey grins, an ultrasound device that regrows human teeth. Tariq Albiali was researching jaw growth in rabbits.
Accidentally, when I applied the ultrasound, I found the lower incisor grow.
Albiali is the first to try the treatment on humans. After 20 minutes a day, new teeth started to grow in a month.
With this device, we'll get these roots together, held them together.
Now, this is the kicker. If we know about this technology, why are we not using this to regrow people's teeth naturally instead of giving them implants and veneers? That's just something to make you think.
That's not natural, bro. Literally sending microwaves at your face to regrow your teeth. I mean, it may help some people who really want their teeth back, but I don't know. It's got to be some side effects. Ultrasounds, right? Ultra vibrations. Are they high vibrations or are they low vibrations? We know what low vibrations do to the body. Now, if they're high, it might be safe, but I don't know. What y'all think?
Yo, forget the NFL and all other distractions. This is the conversation we need to be having right now. This is for entertainment purposes only.
I really didn't consider that until you just said that. But my thought about this idea of the military turning on the citizens was always, but the military is citizens.
Exactly.
And many of them are deeply patriotic and unlikely to do something like that. But if they did swap out immigrants,
bingo,
and they did do that, holy shit.
This is exactly.
Then you have a real coup.
This is what spooks me, is that in thinking about the various scenarios 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, I would have said, I fear that somebody is going to issue immoral orders to the military, but I'm convinced that the military will divide over them. That there are those who will carry out immoral orders and there are others who won't.
And at the same time, there was a senator, I think, from Massachusetts that introduced a bill to ban what they call paramilitary training, which is just training with firearms, like to get better at them.
Right.
So the idea is you have a right to keep and bear arms, but you can't be good at them because you can't practice.
So if you imagine, in my naive state a few years ago, the idea was, well, you have a very well-armed populace. You have a military that's likely to be divided about immoral orders. I don't like the sound of that, but I don't think that it's a slam dunk that the tyrants win, because the part of the military that's not going to follow immoral orders and the citizenry that will fight to defend the republic, that's a pretty powerful force. But then you have vaccine mandates, which force out most of the people who are independent-minded from the military, and then you have the idea that migrants might be granted citizenship in exchange for military service.
So we're screwed.
Pretty much we are screwed, if that's the case. I don't know, man. That's why I say it's hard to trust either president. You know it's hard to trust Biden. And you just don't know which way Trump is going to take this thing until he gets back into the chair and he starts to do what he needs to do. If he gets back in there. I mean, let's be honest. We ain't talking about, I've heard nothing else about the other candidates or the possible candidate of being the president of the United States. Besides that Arab dude that's running for president too. I don't know. But anyways, you won't know until it actually happens. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave this here. We have been gifted the ability to discern, but whether we are good at discerning or not is the question. And I say use it however you will, because there is no right or wrong. Whatever your choice is, it's your choice. You create a world for yourself and your family, and you guys build it and you live, because we living in some unknown time, real unknown times. So you just have to keep your head above water while you can, because these gas prices are slowly going back up. Stock up on things that you need, because man, they say March is about to get wild. So, you know, if you get a refund on taxes back this year, save it. I could tell you to invest it, but then I don't even know where the market is going, to be honest with you. But the only thing you can do is just wait and see. One thing they can't take away from you is knowledge. So that's why I tell people to soak up as much knowledge as you need. And I'm talking about useful knowledge, skillful knowledge, not this other stuff, all right? Because we have a duty. And our duty is to survive for as long as we can. And like I always say, do what you will with that information. But hey, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload, man. And remember, challenge the argument and not the person.